TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny.
Son,
They really speak their truth.
what the hell was that?
yeah.
What it do? What the business is? What is good? Besides this candy, man. There's some good candy, man. This your boy Mel, and we back in the building again, bringing the barbershop to the box office. You know who it is, baby. TruVue Podcast. Up in here, man. It's some good candy. Is good, man. Candyman, man.
I'm very disappointed in you right now, Mel.
Why?
I mean, for the movie that we're covering, I feel like there should be a lot more like talking through the teeth, like, "Hey, Pilgrim," like type shit. Like, I don't know. This is not my culture.
Did you just say Pilgrim?
Is
Just
this
some good candy.
am I off? I'm off. Yes, like that. I missed it. Was I off? Is it not Pilgrim?
No, that's a good, add on to the character, but I think it's more in the dialogue.
In the diarrhea.
You know what, Mike? You're gonna be a great father because you tell people that they're idiots really nicely. But I'm Jay, and that they do stupid shit like in the nicest possible fucking way. You let them down, like you like Catcher Friedman with it. You gonna whoop their ass, but you gonna lay them down.
Friedman.
I don't know, man. I'm Jay. I'm here. Let's get it popping. Jameson is flowing, and I might hit my vape. So
It's candy, man.
I hate you,
Man, I got some candy land in my vape, man.
Oh, candy.
Good, people?
Hey.
What's good with it, man? It's your boy Zoe. We back in the building for another one. TruVue Podcast. We got something special for y'all today. Let's get into it.
And yes, indeed, once again, thanks again for tuning in. It is your grown man, MJ. We always want to thank you for coming back to the TruVue Podcast and, getting down with the guys. And ain't no doubts about it. I will be puffing on mine, as always. And, let's get to it.
You buffing on the candy, man? The candy candy?
No, pause.
Paul.
Why would he be? Yeah, for real, bro. Don't do that.
I just thought about the candy, man.
Nah, don't do that.
Shit.
Don't do that.
Did I say that 5 times? I must have said that shit 5 times. Said that shit 5 times. Yeah.
I guess you did.
Yeah.
I'm one of the candy man.
Yes, indeed, folks. Today we got an illustrious guest with us. My man's Michael Hargrove.
Hey, Sherman Fields in here, baby.
You gotta say it right, man. Sherman Fields.
Sherman Fields.
Hey. Yo, I like.
He said, break the walls down. I'm coming through the wall. Damn the wall.
And I'm humming.
What is candy, little boy?
Wait a minute.
No
Okay,
worse
hold on.
than a Negro humming.
That was a 6 seed. I'm like, yeah, you little boy.
Ain't no worse than a Negro humming, dog. You ain't got no concerns, Negro.
I feel like that scene was a setup. Like they were trying to catch you with one. Like, no. I don't have an island. I do not. Well, maybe you do. I don't know.
Damn.
It's just for the movie.
Hey guys, I just got one question. Why is my man hiding behind his name? I can't see the brother. MJ, I can't see him. He's like hiding down there.
Look at this.
You want to put the light right on top, man? Like,
You got to.
Bro, I shine when I smile. All right, they call me Colgate.
Eyes and teeth.
Eyes and teeth. That's all you need to see, baby.
Yeah,
That's all you need to see. But yes, we have an illustrious guest who we gonna have to test that cup because he's been on one, even in pre-production. He's been on one. We're Gonna see what's going on in that cup. But yes, we have Michael Hargrove in the building.
Hargrove, man. Hargrove.
My goodness.
Hargrove.
Oh.
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
man, where Hargrove at? I've been looking for that brother all day.
Can I tell you this will be explained when I read the synopsis. All of this will be explained.
Oh, fuck you, motherfucker. I know what you're doing. Yeah, I know what you're doing.
Fuck.
Fine.
I signed up for this. I came into my house. I logged onto my computer.
Yeah.
I clicked on the link. This is you know what? Take the LJ.
Oh my God.
Today,
My stomach.
Mr.
Stomach.
Mr. Hargrove.
Whoa! You put the Mahawken on it, man.
Yeah, because I just want him to know. I want him to know that I'm saying it properly. Hargrove gave us a stellar recommendation. It's an oldie but a goodie. Still.
Well, before we jump into that though,
yeah.
Let's talk about the illustrious guest first, man.
You know what? I jumped ahead. He got me nervous. He got me flustered.
I know he did.
He got me flustered. He almost tricked me. He almost tricked me out the paint. He almost tricked me out the paint, man. He almost tricked me out the paint. Trying to get a
boss in the studio. Tell him to get an air conditioner, man. I gotta tell you,
man. No, that's too black. You can't deny that heat right there. You know that.
I ain't gonna go there. I want to go there.
That was too far, Jay. That was too far. That was the line. All right.
Leave my heating bill alone, B. We boys. We friends.
Man.
Remember that.
Damn. All serious up in here now.
Okay.
No, never that.
No, man. I just let's explain to the people how you got started into acting. Like what led you?
Poor black child.
Yeah, that'll work.
That'll do
it.
I fell into acting, man. I wanted to be a football player. I wanted to be a quarterback. But
really,
it was just I was pretty good at throwing,
even with the leather helmet and everything.
Oh yeah, leather helmet.
Oh, I am.
He said the photo shot with that. That was
leather helmet.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I wanted to be a football player, and I went there and it's like a white coach. He said, "Boy, you too tall and too skinny."
Damn,
want to play basketball.
But Mike, you feeling the pain? Mike feeling
No, because I had uncles who was telling me these type of stories where they was basically casted out of a program for playing. You know what I'm saying? For being too athletic or whatever.
Yeah,
that's messed up.
Damn,
it's the South, man. That's how it is, man. So a friend of mine who was a musician, great musician, could play any instrument. I was sitting here, we'd be hanging out with the brother. He pick up the trumpet, never seen it before in his life, start playing it. I'm like, motherfucker. And I'll pick up a guitar and just start playing it. And then he was going to go to a fine arts school. And I'm like, damn, I'm going to be all by myself. And so I hooked up and there was an audition required. So I did the Gettysburg Address as my audition.
Wait a minute.
Brother in the South.
You're in the habit of picking the longest.
Wait, hold on.
The
That's
longest of everything.
I can't even. That's what's gangster and shit.
No, but then I did a Raisin in the Sun alongside it. So I was like, Gettysburg Address, Raisin in the Sun. There's only books around.
And before this,
we had in the house.
Before this audition, you had no training or anything?
No,
like
man,
that,
I knew nothing about. I didn't want to.
Not no church plays or nothing.
Football. No, I wanted to be football. That was it. That was my life. And when you hear somebody say, "Oh, you too tall, you too skinny," it's over. So I went there and I got hooked on acting. Theater. It was the girls, man. I got hooked on theater, and then from there, kept doing it.
You would be
surprised. Then I came to Chicago and realized you can get paid for this.
Okay, all right, hold on. Let's backtrack for a little. You said you were in the South. Where in the South?
Birmingham, Alabama.
Oh shit, yeah, no, B, you have to go. You got no. Hey man, you fucked up. That was just shit, bro. Listen. I don't know.
Jay like, get out, motherfucker, get out.
I ain't from this country, bro, but like, bruh.
Well, the thing is, my mama raised me to be independent. So let's just say I fought a lot, and let's just say I ran a lot. So finally, they said, "Boy, you got to get out of the South. You got to be dead." So
I was gonna say the football makes sense. Then your ass had to run a lot.
Yeah.
And you used to getting hit, like, or you used to getting hit. So where were you in life when you decided to move to Chicago, and why Chicago?
I was on the West Coast, man. I was
Okay.
I didn't go to LA. I went to San Francisco because I got heavily into motorcycles when I was young, and so I said I'm gonna go to cross country on a motorcycle, dumbass bitch. And so I got there, and my butt was so sore when I got off that bike. God damn!
Wait, you rode?
Yeah, cross country motorcycle. Brother,
Yeah,
they
this
didn't
is
know who I
when
was. I had a
fishing
black
wasn't
helmet on,
good
was
and all
pitted,
of
and I
that.
had gloves. They didn't know who the fuck I was. All they see is some motorcyclist. They didn't know I was black or whatever. But I take the helmet off. What the fuck? That's how it was. Huh? So I went
Sounds
to
anarchy.
San Francisco.
Mhm.
Didn't work out there, so I came back to Birmingham for some unknown reason. And a friend said, "Hey, I'm going to be auditioning for a creative director position at Paul University in Chicago. You want to come with me?" I said, "Sure."
It's Birmingham. You're not.
That was it.
As long as I ain't got to ride this motorcycle.
Man, that motorcycle broke down in Arkansas
Oh damn.
in the
Richard,
rain.
Oh
In the
damn.
rain.
No other way
And I'm
for
on
it
the
to
highway
break down.
like this, thumbing it, and a black family pulled up. I never seen their eyes so big. You know that stereotype of a black person, the eyes big and shit.
Yeah. They're like, what the hell you doing out here by yourself?
What you doing out here? You could get killed. What? What are you talking about? I'm from California. What you doing out here? And he picked me up.
You get in this trucks right now.
Yes, exactly what it was. The brother was scared for me. He was scared for me, and I appreciate that. But I'm like,
As
I
he
take care
should
of
be.
myself. But damn. But and that's the end of my motorcycle career.
sir, that should be end of your traveling career. Like,
Man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy another motorcycle, man. It's crazy. I was young then. No.
So we ended up in Chicago. Okay.
Yeah. Ended up in Chicago. Been here since '86.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good year.
That's what's up.
That's a good year.
Got
I was
a
born
few
that
years
year,
on
so
you in
greatness.
Chicago, then.
Wait, you were born in 1986?
Yes, sir.
No, I was born in '82.
Wait, how old are you? Let me get a
I was born in
Oh, you got-
'88.
Say the black hides his age. He
Yeah,
can't.
man. You know what I'm saying? It don't
I
crack.
ain't saying nothing about
don't
how old I am.
Listen. Wait. I feel like I'm being made fun of. I don't know how.
Nah, man.
Man, you good. You good.
Nah, man, you good. Yeah, you good.
You young.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Oh man.
You've done some theater. You've done some motion pictures.
Actually, I did a couple of pictures, but and most of them I don't say shit. You know, that's I've never in my life. I think
Long as the
done
check
Shakespeare
clear.
and everything else, but I get movies. I don't say shit.
Long as the check clear.
As long as the check clear.
That's all it matters. Man.
I'm sure there's a labor of love in some of this.
Yeah.
Like, even if it's in the even if you don't say anything.
No, it's good, man. No. It's all good. If anything, it's exposure, and good thing is, you learn.
I mean, like definitely, you have to have a passion for it to travel across 3 different states.
Or broke.
Yeah, that'll do it too.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
that.
that'll definitely do it. Yeah. Got no damn money.
I mean, it's a scary way to make a living. It is a scary way to make a living, right? Like, it's.
When you gonna send me that check, man? I just want to make sure.
I got some candy,
No,
man.
I'm serious, dude. When you gonna get the check to me?
I'm looking in the camera like, hold up, you getting paid?
You get paid. Like,
Wait, you
Hold
get
on.
paid?
I was like, you just exposed a lot to
Yeah.
the rest of us because we know Mel's been getting
we've
payola.
Yeah,
got Candyman.
we've been on his head about this since the beginning
I got
Yeah.
Candyman.
of the podcast. He
Hey
got
man, I
candy.
gave
He
y'all
coming up with
all
candy.
a bottle of Ice Mountain when we first started this, man. That's the payment.
Ice Mountain. Damn, expensive.
Hey, yo, Mike. Hey, yo, Mike.
Yeah.
MJ, we gonna jump him.
Hydrate.
We gonna jump him.
Hydrate,
Like
man.
we gonna jump him. Okay, so what do you like more, theater or is it just the job that pays me that I care about?
Man, when I first started, it was theater. It was theater all the way. I didn't care about film. I didn't care about anything. And then I started a theater company here with a couple of friends. Everybody in Chicago, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah.
The National Pastime Theater. Man, I came up here. I got stage training, so for stage combat.
Mhm.
So I can use weapons, swords, daggers, all that stuff. Typical acting shit. I come up here, and they were doing an episode of a play of the Three Musketeers.
Oh, nice.
I want to be the Three Musketeers. I want to be one of the three fucking Musketeers. I'm gonna do it. So
I don't know if they
audition.
were black French people though, sir.
Yeah, they didn't have to speak in a French accent, but I auditioned, and the director looked at me.
Mr. Nigger. Sorry, Mr.
I'm getting there. The director looked at me, looked at the producer, looked at it and said, Michael, that was amazing, but there's just nothing for you.
Damn, man.
So, hey,
like,
you know what? The Rooney Rule didn't make it to the theater yet.
The Rooney Rule.
The Rooney Rule. Okay.
You know, it didn't quite make it to theater yet. It's
So I drew the Van Dyke down, and I was like, I was ready for this shit. I was gonna I'm a musketeer. I didn't know which one, but I was like, after that, I got sick of it, and then we started our own theater company. Say, fuck
That's
it.
what's up.
Now,
That's what's
did
up.
you do that in search of opening up more roles for black actors, or was it
No,
just
man.
something you had to
For
pass?
himself.
We wanted money. I mean, the brother can get his own job. No, actually, we did that because
no. I like that
did,
energy.
no, I'm gonna be real.
I like that energy.
I'm gonna be real.
Go back.
I'm gonna be
Go
real.
back.
I'm gonna be
Go
real.
back. Okay. I mean, like, I kind of fucks with that energy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Yeah.
got to get it out the mud by
Yeah,
themselves.
truth be told, man, I did it because I was frustrated and I was pissed off. I did it. It was selfish. I'm like, let's do this shit, man.
Yeah.
Let's do
That's
this.
what's
I got
up.
some money. Let's just do it. So we found a hole in a wall. It used to be an old speakeasy, which was nice.
Ooh.
And we set up shop, and it didn't matter what color you were. It didn't matter what sex you were or whatever. If you do the part right, you got cast. That's how we did it. And then Chicago started to change. Not because of us, I'm sure, but then Chicago started to change a little bit. That was a
Oh,
long
y'all
time
the
ago.
reason.
Maybe.
No, I
Yeah, maybe.
I think it's interesting that, like, to be an expat, meaning you come from like Alabama and then you move here and then you adopt the like the rebellious culture and nature of Chicago, because I feel like that's kind of something. Every time I talk to someone from this city, that's how whatever they're doing, that's how it started. It was like, man, they weren't giving it to me, so I just took it. Like,
I had to make it.
yeah.
You
So,
gotta
the way
you gotta
say
be
that,
the
you end
change
up
you
in
want to
jail.
see.
They didn't give it to me. I took it.
Right.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
No, you definitely that's a part of being the change that you want to see. To experience change, you have to first change. You know.
absolutely.
No, that's dope. I really respect that. It says you got the Sidney Poitier Award in 2002. The Noble Negro.
Man, they
You
called
know
me
what
for
I'm
that
saying?
shit. I'm like, huh? What is this? Sidney Poitier. I never heard
Hey.
of this.
I never heard of this award.
So you
I didn't
slapped
know
white
he had
man.
a.
Wait, ain't that what it is?
You wouldn't hear about it because the brothers that go to those awards, you don't see them. They go by real fast in their sports car, their fancy car. You don't see them.
Okay.
That's why you didn't hear about it. But but it was actually it was cool. It was cool. And that was 2002, man. Damn, you pulled out an old one.
What do you think? Do you think there is like a disparity in how accolades are given out in Hollywood or in the entertainment industry?
Oh man, don't talk. Yeah, come on.
I mean, like, we talk about like how black people need to celebrate their own award shows, but like, no, it's not a thing. or you just
I just wish things were. The way I see it is, if you're good, you're good. Doesn't matter what
That's
color you
how
are.
it should be.
that's how it should be. Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And it doesn't matter if you're a good black actress and I like her, she's good. Let's give her an award. I like her ass. I mean, seriously, come on. That's how it
but
is.
the ass. But wait. Let's not skip over the ass now. The ass is a very important.
Mike, you gotta understand, dog.
It's a very important aspect of.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Foxy
I like the
Brown
way you
wouldn't
did
be
the
Foxy
aspect.
Brown without Foxy
Yeah.
Brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest.
There go that Freaky J.
Yeah.
There go that Freaky J.
There's certain things that requires the broadness of a broad. You know what I'm saying? Like where you can see it from the front. Like
So not a lot
it
of
helps
y'all
in the
listen
game.
to this
You
podcast.
wouldn't have
right?
had
Is that
such a
what you
ball
said?
with Monster's ball. Without
you
the
didn't-
booty. You see what I'm
if
saying?
I heard you. I heard what he said.
Wait, what did he say? Wait, I'm sorry. Mike was talking over him, and I missed it. But I feel like I got made fun of again.
Shit. Yeah, that mine. That mine. But you guys should be broaden your experience, your expanses a little bit. Get some
Like
more
the
women
tits?
listening to the podcast.
Man.
Like talk about tits or
Oh no, dude!
Whoa,
Stop.
whoa.
I didn't know where we were going. You said broaden. I'm trying to expand to the rest of the body parts.
No, actually, getting back to the point, man.
Yeah,
it should be in. I wish Hollywood was that way. I wish it was, because I would have gone there a long time ago. But
See,
thing
like-
is, yeah, it's. I just don't see LA as the place I want to be. I mean, I would love to go. Somebody hire me to go out there and do it, but I'm not going to go there and spend the rest of my life trying to get something. Chicago. I can do whatever I want to here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just a matter of success is objective. It's subjective, right? So if you build and allow your success to exist in whatever accolades come out of Hollywood versus whatever the immediate feedback. Because I feel like as though doing theater, for example, the feedback from the reception from the consumers is almost immediate, right? Like you get that applause, you get
or you get that you need to
or
walk
that
off the
boo,
stage, brother.
No, the silence. The silence. You done it, ain't nobody doing shit. You just sit up there like.
But on either end of the spectrum, isn't it better than waiting for somebody to write a review or pay off a editor or pay off somebody to give you the better review or the better slot?
Yeah.
You know?
The way it is with theater is it's basically theater is you don't get paid money in theater, man. I'm sorry, you don't get nothing. You get something to keep you alive. That's it. Unless you're on Broadway and shit. That's when. Unless you're on Broadway and you got 5-year run, I'm making money, and then you spend it all on a damn studio in New York and you screwed. But I went from theater because there wasn't any money.
There are a lot of affordable apartments in New York City.
Not in the area I want to live, brother. You may want to live in that area, but I want to get home.
I'm finna get me a
go out in
closet.
daylight and get home.
Listen, let me just tell you the trick. Keep your head down and say good evening, brother, and then keep it moving. No one will bother you if you say good
You
evening,
gotta
brother.
keep your head down because you gotta watch all of the trash that they put out on the street.
I gotta do this.
Make sure you step over it.
And,
Good evening,
and the
brother.
rats too. You don't step on no rat turd.
Yeah, definitely don't want to step on them rats. Them rats like
You were
half
saying-
cat.
No. We were talking about the theater. We got sidetracked.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. So I did theater here. Got the accolades, all that stuff. I got noticed by casting directors, and then I started getting commercials. And then the first major commercial I did was Michael Jordan.
Oh, that's nice.
What was it? Michael Jordan. He walks out. He's like, the number of plays I've done. This.
Oh yeah, I know that
I'm
commercial.
a fucking janitor.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I knew that was you. I knew that was you.
Man, I'm the fucking janitor. And
Bro, the way you did that circular motion with that, man, I was like, okay.
You had it though. You had to.
You was in there.
You had it.
Are you serious, man? You saw it?
Wax on, wax on. You was in there. You was.
You didn't see it. But,
Depending on the year, I may
was
not have
first,
been in the States.
That was the first one I did, and that was
That's
the
what's
first
up,
major
man.
one, and major one, international one, and I'm like, yeah, brother, whatever. And all of a sudden, I started getting this money, and I'm like, holy shit, Michael, we got another check for you. What? Michael, we got another check for you. What? And I was like, wait, you can make money doing this? So I went from theater to commercials. And then from commercials, they're doing bit parts and shit. And then I'm trying to break into the movie thing, but it's tough, man. It's really tough.
Do you think
Oh,
there's?
It is rough.
Does that have
A
anything?
lot of
I mean,
politics.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
you got a
And
lot.
I got that light skin, so I don't get the brother roles much. You know what I mean? But it's tough.
I
So right now I'm
do
going
you
back
do
to
you
theater.
feel there's like a gatekeeper system with it, or is it just
it's a
exposure
gatekeeper.
type of thing?
It is because if you look at who gets the major roles that's black, they went to like good schools. Think about it. They went to good
I
schools.
went to Juilliard.
Yes, they know somebody. They did this. They were seen in this, and somebody saw them in that, and then they put them in that. That's what it is. I mean, the only brothers that actually make it in movies that come from the street are comedians.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh shit.
True.
You're right.
Or Sam Jackson.
Yeah, Sam Jackson's a different story. He's the brother.
No,
He's
he
on
a different story.
level.
I'm just
He's
saying. I
on a
just had to throw
different
his
level.
name out there because you got
Yeah. Oh yeah, Sam Jackson's on a higher, different level, man. He's like, yeah, I love Sam Jackson, dude. And the brother, how old is the brother now?
We
Shit.
don't. He's infinite. Infinity.
Infinity? He's
He's infinity. He's
Let me help you out, brother.
ageless.
He's an eternal. That's what you're trying to say.
There you go.
There you
There
go. I
you
appreciate
go.
you. See,
There
you
you
pick
go.
up quick. You pick
See,
up
I got
quick.
beat up a lot because I was smart. That's
They just get beat up a lot.
Wait,
They
you
just beat
too?
up a lot.
See, I actually think is kind of. I think a lot of the times, like,
Yeah.
it seems as if a lot of the roles are going to people not American, right? I think a lot of the black roles in America are played by people from Britain or Nigeria or from
Which is
another
why
country.
I wanna go to
That
Brett.
leads into what Mike was saying just a second ago. They into the schools and they into the
Oh, yeah.
system. They plugged in.
Dude, do you know that because I just live my life, man. I did. I worked hard, dude. Been carpenters, janitors, everything under the sun to make it. You look at these hands. I ain't gonna ever be a hand model, but the thing is, and that's the thing. And the guys that are making it are young, and I got lines and shit. You know, I got weathered, and you can't get work in America like that.
Do you
A brother
think
like
there's-
me can't get work, but in Europe,
See, the problem with you, Mike, is you refuse to
get
go and
Botox?
fuck with the nigga Tyler Perry. That's the problem.
Okay,
You
all
see
right.
what I'm
Come
saying?
on, bruh.
You to have
dude,
about
I have auditioned for Tyler. He won't hire me.
You might be the only black person he won't hire. Like, what the
What
fuck?
the hell, motherfucker? I'm here.
oh,
Hey, I got a question for you, Mike.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about getting into something more behind the scenes? You know, with
Oh yeah.
with
I
film?
want to direct.
Okay.
Yeah, I've directed at least 3 plays, and I went to Columbia for a year or so for filmmaking.
That's
And
what's
I
up.
would love to want to be a similar. I'm also a photographer, man. I do travel photography. I'll hook you up on my Twitter page and send you some photos. But I do travel photography, and I've been doing that for since I've been doing acting. And
Oh wow.
Nice.
but I don't think I'm the cinematographer type. I like to tell people what to do. Oh, that look good, but can you try a little bit? Stick your ass out. That's what I want to do.
See,
you know?
see, yo,
I go back to
get
the ass.
this,
I know.
get this man a
Listen, now,
camera.
Nelly,
No,
take
but-
the credit card and swipe it.
Nobody knows what this is. That's fine.
Nah, that's a slide, brother. That's a
Just
slide.
It's in the wrist. Snap the wrist. Snap the wrist.
You know what?
You wrong.
would
It
you go
jiggles either way.
into
It jiggles either way.
Man, directing. I would love to want to do that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Oh yeah.
if you're not dealing with actual like on screen or anything like that, would you go into like teaching or something like that? Or
I tried to teach once, man.
Can you teach acting?
Oh, fuck.
yeah,
Yeah.
No.
you can get paid for it. Let's say that.
No, you can get paid for it. I know you get paid for it.
That sounds like a Ponzi scheme.
It,
like teaching acting. Like I think. I mean, like you're an example. I mean, you specifically.
Yeah.
You kind of like felt like you said fell into it. You were football, and then if the talent is there, the talent is there, right? Like
but that's the whole thing, man. I work at this shit hard, brother. When I was doing plays,
yeah.
I'm auditioning for a play now, and I in New York. I don't know if I'll get it or not, but it's like 162 pages of dialogue, and most of that is the actor that I'm auditioning, the character I'm auditioning for. But the thing is, I would get a play and I wouldn't put it down. There's talent, and then there's just working at it. You know, I don't ever think I'm talented. Never think I'm talented.
Michael, let's be honest.
No,
let's be honest. Have you
Hard
gotten
work
some trash
beats
plays?
talent.
Have you
Hard
gotten
work
some trash
beats talent.
plays?
What?
Have you gotten some trash plays? Like some plays where you're like, rent is due, so fuck it, I'm gonna do this shit. But like, like
he looked to the side. He looked to
No, I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Hey, that's the equivalency of, I cannot confirm nor deny these allegations, Your Honor.
You know what, sir? You should be a lawyer or at least a politician.
That's when you hit him with that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Exactly.
No, I mean, like,
yeah, there's been a couple of those. There's been a couple.
but for the times where it is a passion project, like
yeah.
something that you
shit.
actually,
Yeah.
On your wiki, it says you were in the Fiddler's Baby Mama.
What
The Fiddler's Baby Mama.
What?
Yeah, what was this? I'm just fucking with you.
He said, what the hell?
What the hell? What page you on, bro?
again,
Hargrove, Harg.
Oh yeah, okay. I was on that Handgrove page, Jason.
you know, one of these days.
Oh, God,
So bring us to how you jumped over into how you landed into this Candyman, the Sherman Fields.
Sherman
You
Fields.
really want to know?
Yes, we want to know. Inquiring minds are here, sir.
$50 at work. I lost my job. I was working. I was doing a property manager thing. That was what I did to pay the rent. Because when you're a property manager, you usually have an assistant, and what you can do is say, "Ginger, I'm going to go away for an hour and 2 lunch," and I go off on audition. and then they don't have to know who the fuck I am. But when the board starts seeing you and shit, Michael, are you an actor? Then you start having problems. And I got
that's when you blame it on Handgrove. That's when
Handgrove.
you blame it on. No, this Handgrove.
Handgrove, man. I don't know what that is. But I got fired, and I'm like, shit. And it's unemployment. So my agent called me and said, "Hey, they want you to come and audition for a play, not for a play, for a movie, and a play on the mind. Audition for a movie." I said, "Sure." And it's like it's all secretive. I walk in, it's like 1 page. And it's like, what the hell is this? 1 page. What's the character's name? What's going on? Oh, that's private. And I'm like, what? So I go in, I audition, I do this thing, and I'm like, I'm out. I'm about to get up and go. And they say, "Oh, Michael, could you stay?" That's when every brother in the room look at you like, motherfucker. Damn. That's when you know you got
I've been in that room. I done been in that room, man.
You know, that's when it's like, oh damn, I'm sorry, brothers.
God damn, I was here all day.
And they wanted somebody tall. I'm 6'4", but the brothers within there was 6'6", 6'7", and I'm like basketball player. I'm like, oh damn, I'm thinking I'm not gonna get this. So I did it, and they asked me to stay, and I met Nia. She was in the audition. They made me do some improv and shit, and I'm like, that's it. I'm like, okay, and I'm thinking, okay, and I walk out, and I never think anything of it, and I got a call and said, "Hey, you got the role. Can you be for makeup 3 days from now?" I'm like, what? That's the fastest turnaround ever. What? Because they wanted to do a full cast of me, the shoulders and shit. Yeah. And I'm like, what is going on? What is this? And nobody would tell me.
And at this point, you still don't know the character you're playing.
No. And I that was driving me nuts. So I go there, and makeup artist, and makeup artist Anthony, nice guy. I like that guy. He does some great work. And I meet him. He's like, "Hey, you don't know who you are?" It's like, what? What is this for? You don't know what you're doing? You don't know who you are? It's like, yeah. Can you tell me? No. Like,
that's what I'm doing. I was like, Anthony, come on, man. I know something you don't know. Like, God damn it.
That's when you start getting scared, like there's a snuff film. But no, I didn't find out until I met.
Hey, can we go? We should talk about that later. But sorry.
First rehearsal, first meeting. That's when they said, "Oh, it's like And I look at the producer and I said, "Can you guys tell me what I'm doing, who I am?" And they do this. It's like, what? Who am I? You're Candyman. It's like, what? It's like, what? And they corrected themselves. Oh, you're one of the Candymen. And they go on to say, you're the Candyman of 1970. There's a Candyman in 1960. There's Candyman in 19. You guys may not know that, but and then I was the Candyman in 1970. First thing I did, grab my cell phone. They said, "Oh, you can't say anything to anybody. You have to sign a non-disclosure form." Shit.
Hey, I'd be like, I ain't signed this shit yet. Hold on, let me get the
2 years later, when the movie opened,
I gotta stun on these hoes real quick though. Like, back then they didn't want me now. What's the song? What is the lyric for that song? I don't.
Back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all on me.
Thank you, appreciate you. It's okay. I have like my nigganomics group over here that they explain things from the black culture to me from time to time, and then I pick up on it and I bring it out in my daily life.
Were you born here in the States?
I was not.
Oh man, imagine that. I'm sorry, man. I'm fucking with you guys, dude. I'm sorry, man. Yo, it's been a long day.
This morning jumped on
I didn't get much sleep last night. I gotta clean up. I've been drinking green tea for hours.
Again, what's the green that made that tea, Michael? You're not gonna have you incriminate yourself, so we are gonna move on from there.
I don't know.
Okay, so is that typical though? Like for you not to know? And it be so secretive, or do you think it was just because this is such an important film?
Because they were doing a spiritual adaptation of Candyman. They were doing a continuation of Candyman, so they didn't want anybody to know they were doing it because they didn't know if they wanted to do it. I mean, the thing I could say it now, but it was all hush hush, man. And if you said something, you're fired. And if you say something, you don't expect to work for a while because Jordan will get your ass. He will go after you. But honestly, I don't think I've never done that. But sometimes it is. Sometimes it depends on what they're doing. And because they were doing Candyman, they didn't want to anger people who love the original Candyman. They didn't want to lose those people when they open it. They didn't want the word to get out about it because obviously the word get about it, and then all this negative information. They can't remake Candyman. If you look at what happened when they first announced it, people online were like, "Oh, this Candyman, what is this? Oh God, what is this crap?" Because people hated it. They didn't want it to change. But it's just a continuation of it. I mean, Tony Todd's still the Candyman. I mean, that's how it is.
Yeah, that's true.
They wanted to keep it low, on the low, down low for a while.
No, I mean, I feel like it's one of those films from our childhood that it pops up, then disappears, then pops up, then disappears. So I was happy.
Like the sequels?
Yeah, like the sequels.
Oh, I didn't know they made that many. I knew about 3 Candyman.
I thought it was just
didn't
2.
know about all the rest.
I thought it was just
I was
2.
like, what the hell is all this shit?
This is the hell. Here's the check, Mr. Todd. That's what it is.
Hey.
Yeah.
Long as the check clear. I live by that. Long as the check clear.
In case you haven't noticed, Lamel can be bought. Okay, we don't know what his price is, and we know he's not sharing it with us. But Lamel can be bought.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I tell you, man, if I get to be a director and I say, you need somebody for this role, we don't want to pay him much. Oh, I know we get. I'll call you.
Oh yeah, I'll be there. I'll be.
Why does he do it on the weekend?
Right.
For the weekend. Pull up. Michael J. Fox, what the fuck?
I'll pull up in the truck. I'm gonna pull up in the truck and like, hold on, let me put myself on lunch break real quick.
Attorney, manager, agent, right here, all in one. All in one. Different percentages.
I want you to go to craft services. When do they open? As soon as the mail get off the set, he goes.
Hey Mel, you want it in the skillet, bro. They try to make an element.
Hey, you gotta crack a few eggs. Let's get it.
Yep.
No. What do you think about today? I feel like there's so many creators out there, right? That the market is almost everybody with a 9mm camera is a photographer, and everyone
cell phone nowadays, man.
On a cell phone, you're right. Everyone with a cell phone is a photographer and a movie creator and a creator.
Yeah, wait a minute, brother. I use real equipment. I use a camera.
That's where I want to get to.
Most areas I
Because-
go in, I get scared, but I'd use a camera.
So for someone like you who's trained, experienced, and
Yeah.
actually using real equipment,
Yeah.
do you think there's such a thing as an oversaturation and a delusion of the market for the space to be able to put out stuff that you want to put out and create yourself?
Damn,
Like it gets
you
lost in the
getting,
sauce.
Like philosophical there, bro. Damn.
I'm just saying, sometimes we gotta get a deep question. It takes me a while to get to it,
Hey,
Damn.
but it's there.
Right.
You see what I'm
how
saying?
you feeling right now? We feel this way every time we talk to this motherfucker, man. We're like, God damn, man, I just wanted to drink.
Did you get beat up a lot too?
Don't worry. By the time
Hey, you saw the finger. You saw it. Hey,
Oh, I see now.
hey,
Uh-huh.
hey.
Oh, I see how you do this, grasshopper. Answer your question. Yeah, photography, man. I carry a pixel too, because it's just in case you want to pull out that $5,000 camera in some areas you don't want to be in, but you can pull out your cell phone, and if you lose that, you can just go get another one. Man, I would. You know how much I worked hard to get that fucking camera, but in most cases, I do that because I may want to post it. You know, because I can take a picture here of my digital. But then I got to get like, oh shit, I got to do all this in the way. Then I can just like post them, take another of the same shot and post it. But as far as the saturation and everything like that, it's what you like, you know.
Okay, so that's the side of the argument. I mean, I feel as though there's something. The saturation is good for the market because then it just creates everything for everybody.
Oh, I like how you did that camera saturation, and I did you a wrong explanation of what you were asking for. Damn.
See, sometimes I don't even know where I'm going with it, but you pick up on it.
He didn't even pick that up.
I didn't. But I appreciate the credit. Let's just keep it going, Mike. Don't be embarrassed.
MJ,
Don't you dare! We're in this together, brother. We are in this together. I like where he took it, but and I forgot. God
Yeah.
Man.
Okay. There's some brothers that should not be working, and I'm gonna say my type. They should not be working. Okay, I'm sorry, they suck. they suck. And then others that are working that they're not getting the major parts they need or should deserve because they don't have that right look. They don't have this. They don't have that. They don't know the right person, and they're just struggling. And there's some that actually they deserve it, and that's a good thing. I'm fine with that. But I see so many people, man. I see so many people doing this, and I'm like, what are you doing? And it's like, oh, I did this because they wanted to do that and all that stuff, and then I did it that way. And it's like, well, that's not what you need to do. I can see a different side to the character that maybe that actor didn't see, but that's the whole thing. You got to be up here to know what's right for what you're doing on stage or on behind the film, on film. But yeah, there's a lot of saturation, and it sucks because I've been doing this for like close to fucking 40 years, man.
Oh wow,
40 years. And I got noted because I did a spiritual remake of Candyman. Hey, seriously. And then people on YouTube like, is it Tony Todd? No, that's not Tony Todd. It's like, fuck you. And I probably got hired because I look like Tony Todd.
I love it. I didn't know if we were. Do we want to mention that?
No, you can mention it because my wife, my sisters, my ex-girlfriend, my dog.
My son was just in here trying to see who we had on the show. And that's what he pulled up. He said, "Is this him?" And it was Tony Todd.
You know, oh God! Come back!
Yeah. You know what? That's it. I'm out of here. I'm going to the bathroom. Damn. You serious, man? Damn. Do I look like Tony Todd?
Ride that wave, man.
Tony Todd looks like you, sir. Tony Todd looks like
Get the
you.
check clear.
I'm gonna say, long as the check clear.
There are some things I cannot never say because I want to work in this business.
Right.
But sometimes
there is something that we should say though. Do you
What's
think
that?
that your theater background gives you a different insight into certain characters?
Yeah,
in
because
like
this was
motion
mostly
picture.
improv. This was mostly improv because I didn't have any
theater.
lines. Because I used to do stand up too. That was fun.
Holy shit!
I all the stuff I was doing was intellectual stand up. Some people caught it, and other people like, what the hell? So I said, forget it. So I think it's because of my improv and movement and so on, it helped. Because a lot of these guys who actually are making it, they may just go into like film class or something, film acting class, which you don't get the basics from that. And I think that's what gave me and plus I'm shorter than those guys that are in that room, so I can move a little easier. That's probably why. But I think that helped.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree too. I'm glad you said that, because that's kind of where my brain was heading, is that the theater background is going to give you a little bit more of an insight, because you got to kind of develop that character, where I feel as though acting, a lot of the times it sounds like plug and play.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a creative bone in my body. And we did one commercial that the director said, you know what? I love y'all.
Commercial ain't never gonna see the light of day.
Never gonna see the light of day.
I told him.
Okay.
I told him.
Damn.
I was like, gee, let me
Damn.
pick.
Yeah.
Let me go. Let me go.
And the guy was like, he literally said, it was like, man, and for months, mind you, he was trying. You know what? We're not going down that road.
Damn.
He was trying to find the nicest. He was trying to find the nicest way possible to let Jay down. He was trying. He was trying the nicest way. Like,
take that experience and use it to move on. Don't give up.
No. Like the contrary. That experience told me, give the fuck up.
Get the fuck out.
Because I need to make way for greatness. Like, I need to make way for people that are
like
actually
me. Like myself, yes.
See,
okay. Referring to Mr. Hargrove.
If you guys can do that, if you can do that and really mean it, thank you for doing that, because somebody else will step into that and do that.
No,
there are some people that don't do that. Oh, that was just an episode. I'm gonna keep doing this, and you know
they dig the heels in.
Well,
dig the heels in.
That's the other part. Like, I think that requires some level of introspectiveness, right? To be able to say, like, maybe this is not for me. Like, I think a lot of the times, like, people get like lucky.
Yeah.
And especially young, they get lucky and they say,
young.
Oh, we're gonna get to that topic.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
We're gonna get to that. You're very well seasoned, Salt and Pepper.
Yeah, well, thanks. I appreciate that.
It's all good, bro. I respect. I got like 6 of them somewhere back here. You just got to find them right now. Oh wait, no, that's a receding. That's a ball spot. I'm sorry.
Say shit, I ain't got none.
That's a ball
cut my shit all off. I'm like,
no, but you're right. You hit on something. You're right. They get lucky when they're young.
And then they feel like that's what they were meant to be, and it's like, no. You were just cute.
Yeah, you're just cute.
You're just cute. You're just a cute kid. Like,
but along the way, sometimes they pick up something, and they actually end up being good enough to go want to go see.
I think that's a rare. It's rare, and too many people try to make it the norm.
Yeah, you're right.
Because now that brings me back to your experience, right? Because you kind of like we established earlier, you kind of fell into acting, but then you realized that you do actually have a talent for it.
Yeah.
But over the years, you've had to do.
But it's a talent. It's a talent that's /work. You can't do it without the work. That's the thing. Most of these people they get a script and they look. Oh, I've got 3 lines. Okay, let's say those lines. This. When I first started doing camera work, because I had theater background, and everybody tell you this. I am projecting.
You yelling?
Stop yelling. You and me in the room. It's okay. Calm down. And it's like, and I just couldn't get it, and I just kept like, they get louder and louder, and they get louder and soft a little bit, and I didn't get it. But I learned from that, though. I learned from that, and the thing is, there's a lot of them that don't, and they just keep doing it, and actually they end up getting work, but then they don't do much anything else except one thing, and that's the whole thing. You got to be versatile, and I have been doing this for 40 years, to be honest, because actually more than 40 years, because I started in high school. Yeah, I'm old, and it's been a learning experience, but it's also been fun. But I always had the full-time job, so to me, it wasn't like I got to go do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do everything I can to get this and this and this and this and this, because I'm making money. I don't have to do that. If this falls in my lap, it falls in my lap because there's time to get it. But maybe that's my problem. Thanks. We worked it out.
That's kind of later. Hey, no. Because that's kind of one of the things that I kind of always remember. Like the line in "I'm gonna get you, sucker," where they go to, I forgot the black rights guy that's married to the white woman, and he's
Oh
like,
yeah, I
"Bro,
said that clip.
we stormed the post office, and brothers went in with pitchforks, and we came out with jobs," and it was like you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
They
for
was
me,
hiring.
I think there needs to be, like, I think to be an actor or to be in the entertainment industry,
Yeah.
it requires both talent, work ethic,
Work.
and a little bit of stubbornness. Because
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if the property management job is something that I would have like risked for the pod, not for the pod. I risked for the pod, but like,
there's a reason I got fired.
we don't.
we won't go there, okay?
We won't go there, but we established that. But yeah, but there's certain things, right? Like, and it's the same
Jay,
thing.
This kind of lends to what. Oh, go ahead, Mike.
No, brother, you,
No, I was gonna say, Jay, this kind of lends to what me and LaMel was talking about when we were, doing music. We kind of, sacrificed a lot,
to
make that happen and put those, that album together or whatever. But it's a thing that drives you called passion. You know what I mean? And when you have that passion, you will put some things on the line.
Oh yeah.
And some people, go
Like
as
your
far as
life
putting
most of the time, too.
their family on the line and all that stuff too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Well, good thing is, my wife was in theater. She was stage manager. So when I say I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, she understands. Because sometimes you get the big check and you're like, oh, great, you're making money. And other times it's like, when are you going to get a job? I mean, seriously, when are you going to get a job? Paul called. Can you go work for him for a while? I mean, that sort of thing.
My dad has this used car dealership. And he's saving a spot for you.
Like I said, I've done a lot, but I never did use cars.
Bro,
but I did work at McDonald's for a day.
I think you were better off.
Did you take food home when you left?
I know. I said, yeah, I can't do this. I'm sorry. I'm out of here.
Give me the damn nugget. Give me the goddamn nugget.
You told him keep the check. You was gonna keep the hat. Is that what it was?
I'm out of here.
So, and this ain't real chicken anyway.
I don't have the patience for that. What no cheddar. It doesn't come with cheddar, ma'am. You don't sell cheddar, ma'am.
Brethren, my mom would go into McDonald's and order Wendy's items, and then curse them out if they did not have it. And I remember vividly as a child, like the fight with my stepdad, like, and her, and he was like, "Leave the kids out of it. You were wrong." Like, there is no. I don't even remember what she was ordering, but I was like, "That's at Wendy's, Mom."
Is your mom still alive?
God bless her. Yes.
She's got dementia, dude.
No. She's just Caribbean. They're never wrong.
I'm sorry, man. I can tell McDonald's, Wendy's. No, I'm sorry, man. I'm just being honest about that.
I wish it was.
My mother did that. My mother would go after my aunt with a knife.
It's which one? WIM, bro.
Black people find a gang sign.
The police say every time they showed up. We're here again, Miss Hargrove. Who you trying to kill? Birmingham police didn't want to come to our house, man.
Oh, damn.
They would say, no, we ain't coming there. We know what's going on.
Yeah. The problem is my mom makes friends with them.
Yeah.
We don't need to get into that. God bless that woman.
Was this something you want to talk about?
So one of the other topics is obviously the age. Do you believe there is ageism in the entertainment industry?
Yeah.
Really? Like,
yeah.
I mean, there's people like. So
I'm
when does it happen?
I'm never going to be the big star. Okay, never, because I'm too old to be there. They don't want to hire somebody my age. It's over. I may get some other work.
They already did Bucket List. They already did Big Fish.
Grumpy old man.
Grumpy old man.
Cocoon. They did Cocoon.
They did Cocoon.
Yeah, I know. I don't look.
They can do a black version of Cocoon though. If we can make a black version of Cocoon, we got you.
You messed up, man.
I
had to think about Cocoon. That won't work. I had to think about that movie. It's like, no, that won't work, man. I'm sorry. But no, there is ageism
Oh
in
my
it, and
God.
it's always going to be there. And the ones like you go back to that, the ones that are lucky or young, and they end up doing it, and they do it, and then it doesn't matter how old they are because you're going to go see that person in that movie because you've seen them in other movies when
Right.
they were young.
They
They're
grab
big
you on the
stars.
nostalgia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
until they start doing Botox. Who was that? Did that? Mickey Rourke. Until they start
Mickey
fucking pumping
Rourke.
up their
Yeah.
face and shit, then you don't want to see him anymore.
I was like, whoa, what happened there?
I don't know what happened between the wrestler and Iron Man. Like the wrestler, I was like, "Oh, Mickey, you're coming back." And then Iron Man happened, and I saw the press run. Like, Mickey, what happened? Like,
I was like, Mickey, you went back.
Luckily, black people don't have to do that.
Hey man, just rum and coconut water.
Yep.
Do you think who do you think is affected more though? Like, is it based on race or culture or sex? Like, do you think women have it harder with the ageism in Hollywood?
I'm gonna say it. White folks are gonna have it a lot easier. Okay, they have a lot easier. Black folks.
Say word. Say word.
Black folks are gonna have it harder. They're gonna have it harder, and especially black women, because it gets to a point where they don't want to hire you anymore. They look at Morgan Freeman doing work. By the way, my wife knows him. Morgan Freeman been doing work for years and years, and he looking old, man. But
we still don't know how old is it.
Yeah, exactly. But honestly, as far as
him
like
and Sam Jack
women,
on that same juice.
Yeah,
listen,
but he shaves his shit, man. You can't tell.
Listen,
that's the thing. But honestly, black men is to a point where they don't do it anymore because they're rich. Black women don't get to that point because once black women start to look old, it's like, we don't want to hire her. It's okay. But yeah, there's a lot of ageism. But white people tend to do it more longer if they don't fuck up their face with Botox and shit. They tend to do it longer because they establish themselves as actresses, and you go see them.
Right.
That's how it is.
But I mean,
ageism, it's there.
So I understand that the ageism exists, right? And I don't know if I'm playing devil's advocate. Please do not say that I'm what's wrong with black people in America because I've already gotten that one.
What's wrong with black people in America?
I don't know. They say we had one guest.
What's wrong with black people in America? What's wrong with black people in America? Five times. I'm sorry, man.
And then I will appear, and it's me. It's a picture of me. But no, I'll give you pushback on that in the sense that I feel as though today we are seeing the renaissance again, right? The resurgence or black leading roles and of all ages, you know what I'm saying? And I think because Hollywood doesn't know any better and because they stay in these time warps, we're seeing older black women, black men playing roles today.
You said resurgence. That's the key word. I've seen it happen before. Oh, black actors, they're in the top. They're doing this, they're doing that. Black actors are doing this. And then it teeters off. And then it's another race comes in. It depends on who's hot. I will accept that point. I will accept that point. But honestly, it's still tough. It is still tough.
I was going to make that something similar to that point earlier when we were talking about like theater and everything. And you were doing the Three Musketeers with
wanted to do the Three Musketeers.
Wanted to do the Three Musketeers. With Denzel just did the Tragedy of Macbeth.
Yes.
You see, do you see that trend like continuing where we kind of
I hope not.
Cross into some of those roles that would traditionally be in a white face, I would say.
Yeah. Wait, can I take my hope? I hope not.
No, you said it.
No, can I take it back?
You saw me looking for it. Like, what the hell,
You guys heard it. We know what he's saying.
We shipping him back out. We shipping him back out. You go back home.
Go back home.
Go back home.
I had a friend who went to Jamaica, and he's black. He said they treated me like shit down there. They didn't like black Americans.
They don't. I know. No, they don't. It's just. I'm sorry. Hey, y'all treated us like shit when we moved here.
Hey man, y'all had the damn cool runnings, bro. We gave you cool runnings. What else do you want from us?
Snow.
You know You know what?
All right. And answer to your question.
Yes.
I hope that happens. But Denzel is
He's like a one-off type of
yeah, and that's the whole thing. He wouldn't have got that if he wasn't famous. You know that.
Yeah.
If me going up against Denzel to get it, who we gonna pick? Me being asked to go up against to do that role would have been kind of like, I don't know. It's still there,
Right.
but Denzel probably half produced that. I don't know. You can look at the credits. He probably put money into that.
He did.
And that's the only way you do it. Yeah, that's the only way to do it. I did Mark Anthony, Julius Caesar.
Okay.
You don't see that. And that was
Never.
like 20 years ago. And it was like, I loved it. Never done Shakespeare in my life. Hated it. Oh, God, I hated it. Oh, damn.
Is it thou it?
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I was able to do that because it was my company. And that's the whole thing. That's how it is. Yes, I hope the trend continues. But you have to have, it's all who you know, famous money in order for it to
And I
keep
wanted
doing
to
it.
make another point too. My biggest take on why we don't see older men in Hollywood is because they remove masculinity in Hollywood. They don't have father roles. They don't have.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing of masculinity in Hollywood is blowing stuff up and shooting a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Wait. You had
Beating a bitch. Beating a
no,
bitch.
no, no,
Beating
no,
a
no,
woman.
no,
Beating
no.
a woman.
You had Bill Cosby. Oh, never mind. That's the wrong thing. Never mind. I won't go there.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second.
I'm talking about
Hold
new
on a
Hollywood
second.
right now.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, but that,
I had
yeah, I
to throw it
got
in there, man. I had to throw it in there.
Had to look at everybody
You're
crazy.
right.
Here, taste this. Just telling you, this is going to be some of the best stuff you ever had in your life. Wow.
The original Candyman. Oh, yeah, that.
If you're a little bit tired, you want to lay
Listen
down.
to me. There's not. I will argue this to the day I die.
Yeah.
There is an argument that of all the scandals that have happened in the last recent years,
Yeah.
the Cosby Show and Bill Cosby is the best example of that you should use to separate the I guess the product from the talent from the person or the perpetrator. Because the Cosby Show, the Cosby Show and the offsprings of the Cosby Show with what?
Tread lightly, Jay. Tread
I'm
lightly.
gonna tread. Watch this. The Cosby Show.
He's watching. He's watching.
I like it. First off, this is why black people can't advance because the way y'all move back in the chair.
But you know what? You know, I know your point you're going at, but the thing is, it's fucking us up too. You can't. Bill Cosby was fucking. He was top of the world, and then he had to do all this shit. So why would I want to put another black person in that position? Let's hire somebody white. I mean, I don't know if that's not the case.
I hear you
about it that way, but for me, seeing it, it's like, why is it you got to do shit like that? I mean,
but
seriously,
why can't we just take the tools? The same. I mean,
why couldn't
we
you
saw
just pay for
rise
it?
in black people going to college because of the Cosby Show and help me out here. What's the other show with
A different world.
A different world, and because of a different world.
Yeah.
So you see that happening. So there's positive offsprings and there's positive offsets to it.
Yeah,
he's just a demon behind it. But let's be real. This is America. No money comes without blood on it. No good has. It didn't come from someone.
He's not the only one.
He's not the only one. And I'm not defending him.
And when they write the book about me, you'll know. But that's the whole thing. It's like I see that's going on, and in most cases, sometimes it causes a gap. They may not want to hire somebody black because of this. You know, the character's supposed to be black. Let's change it. And I hate that. It could happen. It could happen. It may not happen. Hopefully, the trend in Hollywood gets better. The star of Candyman, Yaya. The dude is amazing. He's done so much shit. Oh, yeah. And he is an example of somebody who's doing it in Hollywood. But he's young. That's the whole thing. He's young. Came out of, what was it, Harvard? Yale?
Oh, wow.
You know?
So he has a school.
Okay. But he's doing work, and hopefully that continues for him. But it's just like, it's a hard thing to think about. I love Hollywood. I love the films that come out of it. But Hollywood's messed up. It's messed up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's got its pieces to fix, like most things in this country. So
So let's
It
say
is the good, the bad, and the ugly. You understand?
Getting back to the movie.
getting back
I
to
like
We
what
been
he
talking-
doing there.
Okay, it's 9.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got
All right.
what, 12.
And right before we move to that, I just want to ask you, Money No Object. Would you want to direct a theater play, or a theatrical play, or a motion picture? And then what
Money, no
genre?
object?
Money No Object. Money No Object.
Can I do both?
No,
No.
you gotta pick.
No.
Oh, you. Wait, say that again.
No.
Film.
Film.
Oh, yeah.
What genre?
Either Hitchcock-ish or action.
Really?
You might can combine those two now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I know.
There's old school
He got it in the
traditional
works.
old school traditional Hitchcock, which I didn't learn about until I got in high school. Otherwise, I would have picked Hitchcock film. But that were just cerebral. That you have to think about it. And then there's obviously there's action films that you could just put a lot of blowing up into it, which is the stupidest thing in the fucking world. The car hit a bump, boom, blow up. I mean, seriously, come on.
It's
There's
not.
better
It's
action
not
films.
stupid if there's like
Yeah.
there's like a woman in the car that has like a very nice shit cutter. Like I'm just saying, like if you put that in the car, it makes sense. I feel like scientifically it exists.
So, do you got any other projects coming up? God damn, Jay.
Yes, I'm doing King Lear. Oh no, man, ain't nothing going on right now. No.
I just said King Leonidas. I was like, okay, let's go. I'm at 300 more. 300 more.
Actually, this is how it works, man. Sometimes I'm the kind of guy that you see in shit, and it's like, who is that guy? He was like, what did he do? He was Michael Hargrove. You know, dude, I don't get to be the big star. Nobody's calling me in Hollywood saying, "Hey, man, come do this." No, that's how it is. I audition. I'm going to get something, and I get it. That's how it is. But I am auditioning for this play, which in New York, nowhere near Broadway, not even in Stage City. But I would like to get that because it's a major role, and it's like, sure, I'll do that for a couple of months. But it is. I'm not. I fall into shit, and then I do it. That's how it is. I wish it were that.
I wish it was that easy.
Oh yeah, I wish it were.
Thank you for rocking with the TruVue podcast. Be sure to hit that subscribe and like button, and go and check out that part 2 of Michael Hargrove's, aka Sherman Fields movie pick, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Go watch some shit.